What's going on, everybody? We are with Justin Lawrence. He has flipped many cars, right?
Yep.
How many? What do you flip exactly? Like, what is? I guess what have you done, and then what do you like to do?
Okay. Well, I've flipped some mid to like higher level cars. I'd say. My first like flip, quote unquote, as a flip was my 2014 Camaro 1LE, which was pretty solid. Made $4,000 off that one.
On what?
My Camaro.
The yellow
1LE, yeah.
4,000?
Yeah, it's an SS.
Really good.
It's an SS 1LE. Z01 suspension, Brembo brakes, stuff like that. I'm a big car guy, so I'm really into it. I'm not necessarily into like the lower end flips. It's not my main source of income. It's not something I spend a lot of time on.
Right.
And that's something we want to talk about. Is like, for me, I have such a busy schedule, and I've worked so much during the day that I usually find myself in bed at night before I fall asleep. Spend 15, 20 minutes. I look through my series of apps. I go through OfferUp first. I go through OfferUp. I use a Craigslist app that is an app that covers basically different states. So I have states around my area that I cover. I do California.
Oh, you're all over.
I do California, Nevada, New Mexico, and Utah and Arizona, where we're from. Because with these higher end cars, they can be located in different areas. And
Oh,
if it's
actually,
not a deal,
there's not as much. Right.
I can fly out, go get the car, you know.
And you count the plane ticket too as profit?
Yeah, 100%. That it's all has to go into the fact.
But the tickets to this close probably like $100.
I mean, if I'm looking at cars $40, $50, $60, $70,000,
the profit
I
margin.
mean, $300, like a $200 ticket to fly any of those. It's short distance. It's not
Yeah.
like I'm going across the country, across the country or anything like that.
How often do you usually spend like searching for deals?
I limit myself to about 15, 20 minutes because I can get on Craigslist and start looking for all sorts of stuff.
Literally,
I love it.
Literally can do it constant every second of the day.
100%.
He'll be like, "Oh, I found one. Oh, I found another deal,"
Yeah.
and they are good deals.
Yeah.
It's just like he is active all the time.
Right, and I really look through. I have like a series. I have a little list that I have like in my head, and I have it actually. I used to have it written down. It's like, okay, I'm looking for these type of cars. So one of the things I type in is like I type in like AMG because I'm looking for these higher cars. AMG, I'll search ZL1s, I'll search Camaros, SSs, LS3, LS7.
Yeah.
That's what keywords: supercharged, twin turbo, bi-turbo,
I
all-wheel
did the
drive.
same thing. I like people with. This is when I was younger. The F-body Camaros.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they'll label them wrong, or they won't put like if you type
Right.
Camaro Z28. Sometimes they won't know what it is, and they won't put Z28 in the title.
Right.
So I'll have to just filter through until it's a V8 and not like the LS1.
Correct.
And some people won't label it correctly, so you have to be like strategic about what you're doing.
That's
to find
the biggest
hidden
thing
ones.
I have with CTSVs because like I've owned a CTSV and I've searched a trillion CTSVs. You type in CTS-V or CTS just V or CTS space V. And
it's all different searches.
You will end up getting 3 different searches.
You're like, I never saw this one on the last search.
And there's one that was posted 4 days ago that
Which
I
is
didn't
good
see.
because a lot of people don't, and
Right.
you can counter on that, or
And
you can act on it.
And that's what I did, and I made another offer on a CTSV today. Even though I have a Corvette, pick up another CTSV. And
Another one?
Yeah, as a daily.
He
dude.
just got a C7 Corvette. You paid what for it? Explain that one.
Okay,
too.
so it was a really weird deal of events. I wasn't looking for a C7 or a Corvette. I was actually looking for a Z06. I had my mind set on a Z06. I made an offer on a Z06. Offer was accepted on the Z06. I was gonna go pick up the Z06.
Why not?
I don't know. I haven't really told too many people that. I was gonna go pick up the Z06. I got the $65,000. 3LZ Z07 package, 2016 Z06 with the whole 9 yards. It had 6,000 miles on it for 65, which is a great deal. It's worth like.
Why didn't you do it?
Because what happened was my dad texted me. He's like, "Hey, my buddy Bill is selling this Corvette. Do you want it?" I was like, "How much?" He's like, "I think I'll sell it for $40K." I was like, he puts on.
Oh, because that one was a steal.
Right. So he
Okay.
goes, "Oh, I'll sell it for $40K." I'm like, "Oh, it has 6,000 miles on it. It's brand new. It has plastic on the floor."
It's outside,
Yeah.
Like we've got the 720 here. We've got the your C7 out there, and he did get a steal. I mean, nothing on it.
And I didn't want the car, and my dad was gonna help his buddy sell it, so he posted on Craigslist. And he had 40 offers on it. And the first day I posted on Craigslist, and I told him like, "Listen, take
Please
it off there
don't.
for 40. I'll buy it for 40." And so I went out to dinner with him. We were shooting the crap, and we had a couple of drinks. I was like, "I'll give you 40 for it." And then I bought it the next day, and I've already put 1,300 miles on it.
Really?
so far because I drive
Which
a
is
whole lot.
it's so low though.
Right,
It's
it's
okay.
really nothing.
Like you have so much room that you can put 10K,
Right.
15K in.
Right. And at minimum, if I walk away selling it for 41, I mean, even if I sell it for what I bought it for, the price of me owning a freaking $68,000 car, literally for
essentially,
free.
like you got
100%.
gas, but you have to put gas in anything.
Right.
Any car
and
you buy.
insurance, and my insurance, like I have a couple other cars on my insurance.
That's a lot of
My
questions. We
insurance-
get that a lot. That question.
Here's this. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 22 years old. I've been in one accident. Was not my fault. I have pretty good like background history, stuff like that. Very little speeding tickets.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
No, knock on the wood. Knock on the wood.
But my insurance increased by $92 a month.
That's it.
Yeah, because at a point I had the Evo, the CTSV, the Corvette, and another car on there.
Right.
On my
Good
insurance.
Lord.
And
So what is
I'm
it total?
22.
What is it total a month?
I forget what it was. Right now with just the Corvette, I'm paying like $130.
That's so good. That's so good. That's awesome. Well,
Hey, it pays off.
yeah, it does. So is there any tips that you'd like to give? Like what is there a strategy that works well for you? Do you think it's different for everyone? Or do you think there's some I know there's some things that are really smart that a lot of people don't think of.
Right.
Like what you said with the title.
Here's my opinion on that. Here's my little 2 cents on this. And everyone has their own niche. And if you're looking for cars, you're looking for trucks, like Caleb, he focused on like these type of cars between the $2,000 to $7,000 price range or whatever.
And does well too.
Right, and
Yeah.
you focus on cars and trucks and SUVs and different stuff like that. And where I'm kind of like, I'm buying the car because I like the car.
You're an
Not
enthusiast.
because I'm an enthusiast. I love the cars. I'm not.
So you,
right.
it would be better for you. You would say like if we bought one for 2, sold it for 4, made 2,000, and you could do that with just $2,000. You would still rather spend the 40 on the cool car and make the 2 or the. You see what I'm
Right
saying?
now, for me, because like I have other businesses, I have other obligations.
It
I have
wouldn't
so
make
many other
sense.
obligations.
It
It
wouldn't
doesn't
make sense.
financially make sense for me to put a lot of time and effort into something like that.
So you're
When-
flipping the daily drivers. You're not like you're enjoying them the whole time.
The cars that I own are cars that I want to
They're
buy,
cool
and
cars.
I'm just getting good deals on it because that's the thing. And that's the thing I think with the Flipping Wheels group
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of people need to do is whether you don't have to be a buyer or seller. You don't have to be a flipper, quote unquote. If everyone needs to buy a car.
Everyone
Next
has to
time
have
you buy
a
a car, why don't you buy a car to get it paid for while you drive it or make some money at the end? That's my perception of it.
Exactly
and that's the way
what
I
it
look
is.
at it. And so it doesn't matter if I'm buying a Corvette or I'm buying a Camaro or a CTSV or whatever, a Zog or anything. Like that's my
That should be everyone's goal.
That's my mindset.
In my opinion, that should be everyone's goal. Because I think that one of the worst investments that people can make so quick is buying a brand new car.
Yeah.
It's a long conversation,
And
another topic,
right.
but
And I have a lot of
hate
friends-
to see it. And my
Exactly.
friends do it over and over and over, and I'm like, please don't do that.
Yeah. And it cracks me up because I have friends that
Buy a new used one if you want a new one.
Right.
Buy a new used one. It's still new.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, I have friends that message me all the time on Instagram saying, "Man, that Corvette is so sweet. Like, how could you afford to do this?" It's like I'm making money
Yeah,
doing this.
this is
it's
how.
Not, it's not like I get people all the time be like, "Oh, you're blowing money on this. You're blowing money on that." And like the older,
It's a different way.
even
It's
my
a different
parents,
method.
even my parents were like, "Oh, wow, like that's a lot of money to be spending on a car." And it's like, "Oh, okay, that's an investment. I'm putting that money in someplace, and I'm getting that money back."
The way
out.
we approach it, it's an investment. It's a liability if you're just buying it.
100%.
Yeah.
And for myself, like I've had the riskiest flip I've had was buying that stupid Audi R8. That was
I can see that being a risky one.
And I got a little not peer pressure into it. I was like, ooh, Audi R8, like I can afford it. Look how cool I am in the Audi R8. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I had a Camaro and an Audi R8.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, it was like $51,000 is what I paid for it.
Yeah.
And it's just. You just have to do your due diligence with it. And my biggest recommendation to anyone out there like who wants to get started with flipping wheels or anything like that would be you need this knowledge to break even or make money on any car you're buying. You do not have to be a car flipper. I would not say I'm a car flipper.
No,
By any means.
Yeah.
I own a lot. I've owned a lot of cars throughout the past years because like cars are my passion and that's what I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
But you can have a flip that's 2, 3, 4 years long.
Oh, yeah.
You're just sitting
And
there
if
chunking
at that
money.
point breaking even's crazy awesome.
Right.
2 or 3 years, And then you go, I just put 30,000 miles on it because I got such a good price. I just sold it for what I paid. Like,
to put in perspective, the Corvette that I have now, I can easily put 15 to 20,000 miles on it and break even.
how much was it new?
I think I don't remember.
So imagine the guy
58,
that. So imagine someone buying that new and how much
60.
money they lost in
62.
2 years.
I know the guy who bought it new. He did lose it.
I didn't want to say that,
He
but
did. And guess what?
Yeah.
He bought a Tesla and he's losing money on that too. And when he's ready to sell it, I'm gonna buy that, enjoy his Tesla for a while, and then sell that again.
Exactly.
And guess
For
what?
profit.
He doesn't care because he's my friend and he loves it, and that's that.
Yeah, it's a win-win, I guess. I mean,
Right.
to each their own, but yeah. So that's really what we do.
It's just a community full of smart investors who do not want to lose money in something that everyone has to own to get to point A to point B.
Everybody.
That's my approach with it. And I think that's a lot of approach a lot of younger people will have, as a lot of people, older people have. You do not have to be a car flipper. You
Right.
don't have to sell 4, 5, 6 cars a year.
You need to know this stuff, though.
You need to know this stuff.
It's
even
sad
like-
to see it happen
Right.
every day. I'm
Someone like my dad or someone who owns a car, he loves a car, he'll have it for like 3, 4, 5 years. You know, you take this strategy, you bring it to that ownership period, you are going to, you know, cut your depreciation costs in literally half.
And literally half, yeah.
I mean, and that's my biggest recommendation to anyone who wants to get started. And if you do have any questions, Weston's a great resource, Kev's a great resource. Even if you want to message me on Instagram, I will help you out.
He'll even help you.
I
Come
will
on.
do what it takes. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to have the best investors in our community. And that's just about it.
Yeah, so if you want to learn more, hit that link. It might be the first link in my description. His will be, the links with my Instagram and Caleb's Instagram. So if you want to give him a follow, check out all his cool cars, all the ones that he's bought and resold, but more importantly, enjoyed like crazy. Check those out, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.